Welcome to Love God, Love Others. Woe to those who plan iniquity, to those who plot evil in their beds. Learn to choose wisely and read 4 chapters with our 5-minute Bible study overview to Love God, Love Others. Today, we finish Jonah with chapter 4 and begin Micah with 1 through 3. Jonah 4 has God ask, "Should I not be concerned about the great city?" Well, unfortunately, Jonah looked personally at Nineveh versus spiritually. As stated in the last episode, God has compassion. This is shown when God provides a vine to shade Jonah, but he removed it the next day. Jonah did not learn the lesson with God asking, "Do you have a right to be angry about the vine?" Jonah never enjoyed the saving of Nineveh. Over 120,000 unbelieving people who turned from their evil ways and violence at God's warning through him. But Jonah was greatly displeased and became angry. We must learn from biblical testimony to grow spiritually. Question: am I willing to give away my displeasure for God's glory? Micah 1 points out, all this because of Jacob's transgression, because of the sins of the house of Israel. As many times before and to come, unfortunately, bad decisions cause a bad outcome. I will destroy all her images speaks of continued idol worship by God's people instead of standing with God. The worship has grown to the point they are told, "Shave your heads in mourning." One would hope to learn and turn at God's prophetic warning without having to shave your head. Surely historical stories from the family of God's people would help. What a difference from God's warning through Jonah, changing the Ninevites' hearts, to Micah being rebuffed by God's chosen. Follow the path of the Lord. Our walk grows stronger by giving way to His plan over ours. Question: are my issues created by my choices? Micah 2 reassures God's compassion. I will surely bring together the remnant of Israel. They did not listen, have not learned, and fully denied God's warnings. And yet, those that continued to follow God or changed their ways if they hadn't were cared for. Their actions in trusting God proved worthy. For the rest, well, woe to those who plan iniquity, to those who plot evil in their beds. God had reason for sending the prophets to save lives, not, "Do not prophesy," their prophets say. Stand firm in God's truth, not ours. Question: have I said, "Do not prophesy," and remained obstinate and stubborn? Micah 3 powerfully proclaims, "But as for me, I am filled with power, with the Spirit of the Lord, and with justice and might, to declare to Jacob his transgression, to Israel his sin." Accountability. Micah follows God. The believers follow God. All the others, they will cry out to the Lord, but He will not answer them. Oh, and for those prophets telling lies to please people, the seers will be ashamed and the diviners disgraced. Be like Micah. Lead as led by the Lord. Question: have I been disgraced? You will love self by being last. It doesn't make sense, but the senses lie. They are worldly. Let God's Spirit lead and empower you. Spoiler alert, God wins. And so do His people when you love God, love others. Everything else is the opportunity to do these two. Until next time.